Coming up on CTV News, see how CSU is promoting the use of electric cars around campus.
Also get an inside look at how Larimer County officials train for real life-threatening scenarios.
Plus, if you're looking to become a CSU ambassador in the new school year, CTV can tell you how.
All of this and more coming up on CTV News.
Good evening, I'm Bryn Carmen.
And I'm Kay Bennett. Ever thought about owning an electric car? If you have, CSU has been looking for ways to make your life a little easier.
Drive Electric Northern Colorado, the U.S. Department of Energy, and Northern Colorado Clean Cities teamed up today to increase the number of businesses that have electrical car charging stations at the workplace.
As of today, CSU joined the Drive Electric cause, and now there are 16 companies that have charging electric stations.
I spoke with an associate of Drive Electric Northern Colorado about how this impacts the community.
So we're really happy to say that today we are launching this effort that can offer over 12,000 employees access to workplace charging.
After the press conference, I was curious how these charging stations actually work.
This particular vehicle has an opportunity to do a fast charge or level 1 or level 2 slower chargers. Most places you will find a level 1 or a level 2. This is a level 2 charger, 240 volt. It'll fully charge this vehicle in about 4 to 6 hours.
On the topic of electric cars, Matt Lemmer, a technician, showed why he thinks they are worth the investment.
You're saving gas emissions, right? With as many people that ride bicycles around here, I can't imagine that they wouldn't start buying into the electric vehicle stuff.
And how does the conversation of electric cars relate back to CSU?
We already have 4 small electric vehicles that student employees will be able to use across campus. They're all electric. We're one of 4 universities across the country that were selected for receiving these vehicles.
Fodge says CSU's goal is to have chargers on remote campuses as well as on the main campus so Rams can use electric cars during their commute. Kay Bennett, CTV News.
For more information about the Drive Electric initiative, visit info@driveelectricnoco.com.
All across the nation, stories of law enforcement using deadly forces has been circulating in the media. CTV reporter Patrick Enzo got an inside look at how this is affecting officer training in Larimer County.
In light of recent headlines about officer-involved shootings, the Larimer County Sheriff's Office opened their doors to CTV.
The closest thing to police training I had ever gotten was behind a video game controller.
Drop the gun! Drop the gun! Drop the gun! Drop the gun!
This all changed when Larimer County law enforcement allowed CTV hands-on experience with their interactive training simulator. This instruction allows officers to exercise both mental and physical aspects of the job.
So we're making them go through some of that and explain it to us.
After listening to Sergeant Brad Harkin, I was ready to try the training myself. With over 400 lifelike scenarios, I didn't know what to expect. As you can see, I was not a natural.
Weapon! Drop your weapon!
Once I'm finished with my simulation, Sergeant Harkin and I debrief my results. Attention to detail plays a crucial role in this review process.
Okay, so that's a good shot.
Sheriff Justin Smith feels the greatest learning opportunities come after the simulation is over.
The training is afterwards, when the instructor comes back and they spend 4 times as much talking about what happened, what the officer saw, what they didn't see, what they did, why they did it, and they can see shot placement, they can see time, they can get a feel. There's a large training component.
Patrick Enslow, CTV News.
If you want more information on the Sheriff's Department and what they do for the community, visit www.larimer.org.
CSU Rams love their school pride, and if you want to tell your CSU story, there's a way you can get paid to do it. The Office of Admissions is looking for new admissions ambassadors for the 2015-2016 school year. The application is an easy process, and all you have to do is fill out the form and attend 1 meeting about being an ambassador. The application deadline is February 27th.
About being an admissions ambassador, that really, it's not really based on GPA or kind of more merit-based. It's more what you can bring to the team, your spirit, your attitude, and really your CSU story, because everyone has a different CSU, why they love CSU story. So it's really just bringing your story, being genuine, and just telling people why you love CSU. So.
There are typically 30 to 40 paid students who are admissions ambassadors that give campus tours, help new students find their way, and share why they love being a Ram.
Today is Ash Wednesday and the start of Lent. Various religious groups and CSU students were on the plaza today working to bring everyone closer, no matter what their religion is. Students from any religion background were welcome to write down what they are giving up for Lent and nailing it to the big Lent letters on the plaza. Students also wrote down what they are praying for or anyone who needs their prayers. Church groups from St. John's were there, as well as CSU religious groups and missionaries from Focus, a Catholic university program.
It's really an awesome experience to share this with students, and it's so nice to just encounter everyone here, especially if they haven't been practicing for a while, or if they're not Catholic even. That's awesome, you know, just to have like intentions nailed to something greater so that we could all be praying for them too. It's great. So.
What an awesome way to bring the Rams together.
Definitely. I just think it's such a great feeling seeing the student community coming together for something like that.
I couldn't agree more, Kay. We're now joined here in the studio with sports reporter Rachel Vigil. What's new with Ram Athletics, Rachel?
Well, the CSU men's and women's basketball teams are in action tonight, with the women's team just beating Fresno State 70-56 at Moby Arena. The Rams are looking to hold on to the top spot in the Mountain West with a win tonight. The men's team just tipped off with the Bulldogs at Save Mart Arena in Fresno and are leading 2-0. The men's team will return home to face Air Force Saturday afternoon at 4 p.m. I'm hoping this will be a good game considering both teams are extremely aggressive, especially after the fight between J.J. Avila and Matt Mooney that happened the last time the Rams faced the Falcons. When we come back, I'll have the coverage on the men's hockey team and how they fared against CU. Don't go away.
It's cold outside today, Rams. What better way to warm up than to gather in the LSC? The new and improved Senate chambers located in the renovated ASCSU office was modeled to match the state legislature in Denver. Reserve the Longs Peak Meeting Room in room 302. There are approximately 23 other new meeting rooms designed for your needs. Reserve one of these rooms through the event planning office.
Oh, hey there, Rams. Today is a great day to play in the LSC. So let's take a look at our ballrooms, theater, and art galleries. The LSC ballrooms, which are the busiest venue in northern Colorado, have been recently renovated. The Laurie Student Center Theater can be transformed to feature films, concerts, lectures, entertainment, and banquets. And last but not least, the Kerfman Gallery provides a showcase for the creations of local and student artists.
Welcome back to CTV. The CSU club hockey team had their last game of the season on Sunday against the CU Buffs, and I had an opportunity to talk to some of the players.
I'm here at the Pep Center where the men's hockey team just had a heartbreaking loss to the CU Buffs. It was a Rocky Mountain showdown on ice, but unfortunately they lost 8-2. I got to talk to some players and the coach after the game.
Not the outcome we wanted, especially for our seniors, but I thought we battled hard in the third period and got to let it sink for a little bit and just move on. Look forward to next season.
They had a great year. They put a lot of work in, and unfortunately, the bounces didn't go their way, and they played a great team. CU, is a seasoned team, and they've got a great coaching staff, great program there. And tonight, that one kind of lands on the coaching staff. We didn't do enough to prepare and get them ready, but they'll be next year.
We've got 30 incredibly wonderful human beings in that locker room. It's the greatest group of young men I've had the opportunity to be around as a coach. They did everything that we asked of them. We're here to try and change the culture of CSU hockey. It's not how we wanted to send our 5 seniors out tonight, but the future for Colorado State hockey is bright, and we've got a group of really hardworking, awesome young men in there.
Although the men's did lose, they are already looking forward to next year's Rocky Mountain Showdown because they love the rivalry.
I love it. I think it's great for both programs. Like I said, CU has an incredible program that they're developing there also, and it does nothing but good things for Colorado and collegiate hockey.
It's a brutal rivalry. We both hate each other. Both teams wants to win really bad.
The fans are always great. They come out and support us, and it's just great. I'm honored to be part of it.
With CTV Sports, I'm Rachel Vigil.
And in football news, the NFL Combine began today with CSU's quarterback Garrett Grayson, running back Dee Hart, and kicker Jared Roberts, among 5 of the CSU players in attendance. Garrett Grayson is projected by many to be the 3rd or 4th quarterback selected in this year's class. He is one of the only 4 quarterbacks in the nation to throw over 4,000 yards this season. Dee Hart decided to skip his last year of eligibility and enter the draft in early January. Hart finished the season with 1,275 yards and 16 touchdowns. He'll have a long road ahead as he's projected to go undrafted. Roberts, one of the most successful kickers in CSU history, will compete in the separate drills at the Combine. So on Thursday, Roberts will get to do 9 kickoffs, 15 field goals. He'll kick 3 from the 30, 35, 40, 45, and the 50. That's all the sports news I have for you guys, Rams. Now we'll join Austin Harley in the Weather Center.
Another great time to be a Ram for sports, and it was also a great time to be a Ram outside today. Mild conditions all across northern Colorado today. One of our viewers sent us this photo last night. You can see they took a nice double exposure here so you can see the stars and also the city at the same time. So really cool there. That was taken out at Odell's on the east side of town last night. So just a beautiful shot there. And outside mild conditions continue this evening as well. Out and about on campus tonight, make sure you grab a jacket. Can't quite see the stars with our exposure here, but they're certainly out there right now. Mostly clear skies showing up on our conditions out at the airport right now. 38 degrees at Colorado State University and in Fort Collins area. Winds have lessened since earlier in the day. They're a little windy up in the foothills, and that'll continue over the next few days as well. Throughout the rest of the evening, we can also expect to see conditions continue to be fairly mild for this time of year. 36 by 10 and falling to the upper 30s by midnight. We'll bottom out this evening at around 28 or 27 degrees. So again, fairly mild for mid to late February, but we'll warm right back up again tomorrow. I'll have more on that right after the break.
Hello Rams, my name is Sydney Schulz and I'll be your official Laurie Student Center tour guide. For our first stop, we arrive at the Campus Information Desk in the land grant wall. As we move through the building, we enter the east to west corridor, featuring beautiful natural lighting and open architectural design. This is Sydney signing out from your home away from home and Laurie Student Center.
It's cold outside today, Rams. What better way to warm up than to gather in the LSC? The new and improved Senate chambers located in the renovated ASCSU office was modeled to match the state legislature in Denver. Reserve the Longs Peak meeting room in room 302. There are approximately 23 other new meeting rooms designed for your needs. Reserve one of these rooms through the event planning office.
Well, a beautiful night out there right now. Our live cam looking out across Colorado State University towards the west. You can see Moby Arena out there in the distance. A nice mild night out there for mid to late February. Just make sure, like I said earlier, grab your jacket as you're heading out the door. Tomorrow you may want a jacket or a sweatshirt in the morning as well. 38 degrees on your wake up as you're heading to school. If you have those early classes, you'll definitely want to grab a jacket as well. We're topping out into the mid 50s by lunchtime and heading to the low 60s for a high tomorrow afternoon. Partly cloudy skies throughout the day. Otherwise, less wind as well, which is definitely a good thing in my opinion. You're headed to the west, you might experience a little wind in the mountains, but hey, make sure you bring a jacket for that. Otherwise, down here, jacket just for the morning, just for the evening. Otherwise, pack those sunglasses along for all that sunshine that we'll be dealing with tomorrow. Here's what we're looking at across the rest of the nation. Tons of cold air right off to our east. We just barely skimped out on that. They're actually having record-breaking cold temperatures in Minnesota, Wisconsin, and Iowa right now, and all across the eastern portion of the United States is expected to see those record cold temperatures continue. However, that is moving away from us towards the east, and over the next few days, this area of high pressure will move east, and that's where we're headed tomorrow. Beautiful conditions coming up for your Thursday afternoon. 62 degrees, partly cloudy, and you'll notice on our average high here this time of year, 46 degrees, so very mild for this time of year, and just a wonderful day to get out and enjoy it. And you're going to want to. I'm sure you've looked ahead already. Friday and Saturday, those temperatures will fall. Friday, still pretty normal and pretty mild for this time of year, but PM rainstorms could form in the afternoon, dropping a little bit of rain, and the danger there is that we will fall below freezing Friday evening, and that could definitely cause some ice on the roadways. Saturday, quite a bit of snow on the way. Our models are still jumping all over the place right now, and we're trying to decide how much snow we think we could get 4 to 10 is what I have projected right now. That could definitely change, so keep your eye on our social media over the next few days. Definitely cold again on Sunday and more snow on the way as well. Monday, that system should move out, but that cold air will be trailing behind. It's going to be very cold Monday morning. Bryn and Kay, look at that 4 degrees on Monday morning.
I'm not ready for the cold, no more snow.
Oh my gosh, I know. We were just so thankful over the last few weeks for all this warm weather, and we have to make up for it sometime. So
I'm gonna be ready with the hot cocoa and the blankets. Just bundle up.
Oh yeah, definitely gonna build that like blanket fort at home, like when you were a kid.
Yeah, and
Oh,
it's
so
crazy.
fun.
Like today it was beautiful, 60s,
Oh, yeah.
and nice. So
Definitely. Well,
Not
cool.
ready.
Hey, make sure you keep our eye on our social media, though. We'll keep you
Definitely.
updated on all of the weather stuff. Just check out thecollegian.com.
Yep, and that is all the time we have this evening.
Be sure to follow us on Twitter and the Collegian Seat. Like us on Facebook and at Collegian Central.
And for all of our stories and shows, check out collegian.com. Plus, if you haven't already, be sure and download the new Collegian app.
Have a great night, Rams.